Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology. So it's quite a week, and there are two major aspects, one happening tomorrow, Monday, and the other one happening on Saturday. So you would think, oh, there are just two things happening. No, the two things are very, very connected. And the two things are not only connected for this week, but they have much broader reach than just this next few days. So what we'll be having on tomorrow, Monday, is the new moon in Scorpio. All new moons bring new things in. All new moons are about opportunity to begin something, opportunity to stake your claim. So this new moon is no different, and it is one of the most powerful new moons of the year. All Scorpio anything is pretty much the most powerful of the year. So this new moon is together. So the new moon is the sun, the little disc, that golden disc in the sky, together with the moon, that crescent at this point. And when the sun and the moon are in the same sign, we call that the new moon. So those are all the life forces of the universe working together to provide us with the energy, with the fuel we need to get amazing things started and amazing things done. So this particular sun and moon, therefore new moon in Scorpio, is also working with the planet Mars. Mars is the planet of how we get things done, how we do things, how we use that energy to achieve, to accomplish things, how we get things done. Working together with the light forces and the life forces of the universe is a pretty intense time. An intensity that we can harness and use. That's the key. We can harness and use this intensity. We have to be willing and able to do a couple of things. We are able to do it, but are we willing to do it? One of the things is acknowledge that, wow, this is an opportunity. The other thing is, wow, I need to accept that my ego does not need to lead this program, that my spirit or the universal force needs to use this program, and I need to surrender to it and follow along. If you can do that, you can achieve everything. So down to specifics. The two themes of this new moon are powerful manifestation and transformation. Wherever Scorpio is, there's going to be an opportunity to manifest and to transform. The keys that unleash these two powers are knowing what you want and being able to let your ego take orders from the front office, the universal force. Now, as simple as that sounds, knowing what you want is often difficult for a lot of people. Why is that? Well, it is that way because when we were little, we always knew. Ask a 5-year-old. They know what they want. What do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? They know they want to be an astronaut. They want to be a ballerina. They want to be a cowgirl. They want to be president. They want to be, and they don't think that they can't be any of those things or all of those things until some well-meaning adult says, oh no, you have to pick one. And then you have to focus on only that one. And then hopefully, with a lot of luck, you may achieve that. So after a while, that bright flame in that child's heart and that child's vision gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It never completely goes out, thank goodness, but it gets smaller. And we begin to protect that flame because why am I wishing for something that I can't have and that all the adults tell me is impossible? Well, that flame is still there and it's still lit. So what you have to do is you're going to have to learn how to reconnect with that flame and how to bring that fire up. And I talk about that a lot in my book, The Spiritual Hedonist. And it's a guide to the divine art and practice of getting what you want and living joyfully. This is literally a manual on how to make things happen and how to get what you want. So one of the things you've got to realize is that with every new moon, as I said before, it's opportunity. And with a Scorpio new moon, it's powerful, empowered opportunity. So you have to use this energy of the Scorpio moon to regain that childhood clarity about your deepest desires and about your powerful ability to bring those deepest desires to fruition. The more you are clear about what you want, the more powerful the universe is in delivering it to you. So how about this for getting started on what you want? Make a list of 3 things you want to happen for you. Not the dog, not your child, not your spouse, but for you in the coming 6 months. So say between now and spring. What are 3 things you want? 3. 3 is a very spiritual number. It's a special number. It's the number of the initial stage of completion. And making that list is the first time those 3 things have manifested in material form. So make that list and then read that list on a daily basis. Tape it on the bathroom mirror or the refrigerator door or the inside of your exit doors and read those lists every day. You will find yourself experiencing opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Something will happen if you do something. Nothing will happen if you do nothing. So the next thing that we're going to be dealing with, astrology-wise, will be on Saturday. So Monday, the new moon in Scorpio. Saturday, the Sun conjunct Mars. However, before we get to Saturday, let's talk about moon water. Moon water, even if you haven't set out your moon water, set it out now and let it get the rays of this most powerful Scorpio moon. Let it get the rays of this powerful Scorpio moon and let it empower you. I would keep this moon water, usually I say 3 days after the new or the full moon. This time I would say with that bridge from the new moon and Mars over to the next aspect of this week, which will be the Sun together with Mars, I'd say let it steep in the moon's and Mars and the Sun's rays until next Saturday. After next Saturday, now it's got all of that energy. It's been really empowered. It's got all of that energy, and you can benefit from it. You can sip the water, which will invigorate you, empower you. You can use a little bit of it in your plants, pour a little bit of it in your food if you're for cooking, or a little bit of it in your tub for your bath. You don't need a lot because this, especially with the Scorpio new moon, wow, a Scorpio new moon it's the new moon on steroids. And especially with this one, you only need a little to power everything. So we get to Saturday when the Sun in Scorpio is now by itself. It's no longer with the new moon. With the moon in Scorpio, it's the Sun in Scorpio together with Mars. The Sun together, or the Sun conjunct Mars, is probably the most powerful combination of planets because you have the fiery life force of the Sun and the fiery get it done source or force of Mars. And they work together. So there's nothing that can stop the Sun-Mars conjunction. They will be conjunct. This is actually not new because remember, it's a carryover from what we experienced on Monday with the new moon. This is a carryover, it's a continuation, and then it's specializing with just the Sun and Mars working together to build a power force that is really unbeatable. So when the Sun is conjunct Mars, there is nothing you can't do. This is a time of opportunity, and it's a time to connect with your karmic resources of strength, courage, resilience, and manifestation. This is a big time. The question you have to ask yourself is am I going to go for it? And hopefully the answer is yes. To go for it simply means you have to accept that not only can you do something, but you have the right to have your dreams come true. And a lot of people don't give themselves that permission. Please don't be one of those people. This is an excellent time to prove the naysayers wrong and to prove your heart and spirit right. If you're willing to do it, the Sun conjunct Mars is the high-octane fuel that we supercharge our everything with, our energy, and that we supercharge our willingness, we supercharge our life force with. And if we use that, we can accomplish everything. Also, though, with Sun, fiery Mars, together, especially this whole week, and kind of going into next week, during this next 3 weeks for sure, but the next 10 days, that will take us into the following with the 3 weeks, what you have to remember is to stay calm about everything. And when I said stay calm about everything, I mean everything. Yes, you have an opinion. Great. Not necessarily a good time to share it. Yes, you are right. Great. Not necessarily a good time to share it. This, with Scorpio, it can get pretty aggressive. And Mars is a planet of accomplishment, but it's also a planet of aggression. So to be assertive is one thing. To be aggressive is a different thing. You can certainly assert yourself, but do not be aggressive, because with this Mars-Sun new moon combination, it can lead to some pretty intense and unnecessary confrontations. So no one needs to have you, nothing and no one needs to have you let your superpower, all of this great energy, lead you into a battle that really there's no purpose for it. There will be plenty of battles in life, and certainly over the next few weeks, there are plenty of battles, internal and external, that require your fine hand and your calmness as you maneuver your ship through them. This next couple of weeks to 3 weeks, just remain calm. If you do that, enjoy manifesting what you want, enjoy having what you want, enjoy being the creator you were meant to be. Bye.